These are nunchucks. Now, I already know how to use nunchucks, and in this video, I'm going to be learning how to use nunchucks in both my hands at the same time. Now, before jumping in, I'm going to quickly teach you how to use nunchucks. You want to hold it as close to the rope or chain as possible. You want to start by swinging it one way. So you get confident at swinging it one way, you need to learn how to stop it and to swing it the other way. After you get the hang of that, you want to learn how to bounce it off the back of your arm. Tie them both together. Bounce it off your arm, swing it in the air, and bounce it off your arm again. It's always good to learn how to do tricks on both hands, especially later on if you want to learn how to use two nunchucks at the same time. Now to start with, I'm going to be doing it with these foam ones, so then if I whack myself in the head, it doesn't hurt. Now you see, it's not that hard swinging them the exact same on both hands. What I'm trying to learn is how to do different moves at different times.
Now, spinning the nunchucks on one hand is probably the easiest thing you can do when you're using just one nunchuck. When using both, it made my whole body tense up and I felt way out of place. And I practiced this one for hours and hours on end. Now, if you're planning on getting into any martial arts or learning any martial arts weapons, nunchucks are the way to start. You learn great hand-eye coordination, and they're very fun and a great party trick to show your friends. Make sure if you do get into nunchucks, to train responsibly and use the foam ones. After a couple of days of training, I got it smooth enough that it's finally acceptable to move on to the next trick. The next trick involves holding one chuck facing my face while spinning the other one bouncing off my hips. Now you gotta make sure you're being careful with this one, because being hit in the hip with one of those chucks is one of the worst feelings.
Now doing this at the same time as doing this was a little bit too easy. So when I'm doing this one, bouncing it off my hip, I'm going to try and add in rolling it over my knuckles. It keeps getting stuck under my armpit.
Unfortunately, the chucks kept clashing together when one was at my hip and the other one was under my arm. But after a little bit of practice, I got it. One of my favourite moves with the nunchucks, unfortunately, is for only one hand. I mean, you can do it with both hands, but you have to be ridiculously good, and I'm nowhere near there yet. For the next move, we're going to practice catching the nunchuck under one of our arms, doing my favourite trick, and then going back to using both nunchucks. Catching the nunchuck was a lot more difficult than I thought, because I had to keep the other one spinning. But after not too long, I got it.
Alright, well it's starting to rain, so I need to run inside.
It's been a few days of me practicing now, so it's time to put all of the moves together. This took a lot longer than I thought. I'd keep getting messed up at one stage or another. I just had to keep practicing hour after hour, day after day. I was determined to get it. After learning this, I figured out it doesn't matter what you want to do, as long as you put your mind to it, you can always get it done. And that's why I'm doing this. Learning new skills is so fun, and it's all things I wish I had done earlier. So if you enjoy these sort of videos, please leave a like and subscribe. Now before we get into the final results, I got a few bloopers I think you'll like.
This one at the same.
Now it is time for the final results. While you watch the final results, I thought I'd tell you a little bit about the history of nunchucks. Nunchucks, also known as nunchaku, originated as a farming tool. The nunchuck was popularized by the ninja, who used everyday farming tools as weapons as they couldn't afford the samurai armor or swords. Nowadays, nunchucks are only used in martial arts for learning good hand-eye coordination and a basic weapon. I had amazing fun learning how to use nunchucks, so if you want to learn how to use nunchucks, just pick it up and start spinning them, making sure you have enough space and you're being careful. If you enjoyed the video, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.